Hey everybody, welcome back to Greatest Good Tarot. Hope you're doing well and trying to keep out of mischief. This is a follow-on to the reading from yesterday. Yes, I know. Look at us doing a part two. So if you have not watched yesterday's current events reading, if you're watching this in real time, which I believe is called Starmer's cover-up or Southport cover-up, then this is a prediction reading concerning that. Okay, this is an appendix. So I hope you go and watch that one first before we go and do this one. That's the plan anyway. So I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having fun and all that kind of stuff. And the people in the snow, I hope you're doing many angels up there and, the snow angels, obviously. And I hope you're doing all sorts of shenanigans and having a snow day. Just looking out the window, there's nothing. There's nothing. I'm not that I'm jealous or anything. So this is going to be a predictions reading. Before I continue, this is going to be a weird one. Right, this is a bit of an announcement, a bit of a weird way of doing it. Okay, so brace yourself. However, the project that I've been working on for the last couple of days and stuff like that is almost ready to kind of start getting going and grooving and stuff like that. And there will be a dedicated video to really explain, deep dive about why things have chosen the way it's been chosen, what's going to happen, how is it different, all that shenanigans, okay? So there is all that to come. So I don't want people to kind of go, oh, mama, don't, shh, all right? That's not the reason. That's what all comments sound like. Even the nice ones. Anyway, so this is a sneak peek of what is coming, which is newswiki.co.uk. Now, as you can see by the logo, it's a lovely logo. The whole purpose of Newswiki is to join the dots, bring everything back together again, because there's so much bits of information and data and PDFs and all that rubbish smeared across multiple websites, almost purposefully. So you don't actually know what on earth is going on, because depending on what organization, authority, government, whatever, it really depends on what shenanigans and that malarkey is. So Newswiki is going to bring it all back together again so that we all know and we can kind of join the dots, quite literally, about this is happening because of this legislation and this thing happening here and that thing happening there and so on and so forth. It's a biggie. I know. And that's why we need volunteers to help and all that kind of stuff. I'm almost kind of like to the level of I've done everything I can. Apart from typing stuff. That's pretty much everything. I've taken, for full transparency, I've taken the monies from the YouTube Elites memberships, and I've paid to get this done. And set up and stuff like that, and there's rigmaroles, and like I said, I'm going to get into more data and stuff like that later on, another video. Okay, the reason why I'm bringing it up, one, if you want to partake and want to be part of the of what we're doing, there's some paperwork over there, some pages to kind of tell you what the principles are, what we're trying to do, how we're going to do it, kind of a different way of doing nows. That's how we pronounce it over there, nows. But that's it. You can sign up and that will be it. Because the website runs on a trust basis. So new users can't create pages and articles, for example. Okay. You have to earn the trust by collaborating in other ways, in other places. And then you level up, and then you can start your own pages. One, you learn the ropes, and also you can't sabotage stuff, or not you personally, but people in general. Okay, so it's a safety feature, which means the reason I'm calling out now is to ask anybody who already works for a wiki of some description, Wikipedia. Name other wikis, insert there. I found coffee. Please DM me on Twitter. The link is down below with a screenshot of you logged in onto that platform. Okay, so that I can we can like go, okay, yeah, that's kind of verified. You're over there. I can go and check you out kind of thing on your profile, public profile over there, see how you'd been doing and go, right, okay, there you go. You're kind of trusted. So I've got people. It's the only way I can think about doing it to kind of get, boots on the ground, hit the ground running, whatever metaphor you want to get going on that, so that we have this, we know it's trusted and it's trustworthy and the platform is running like efficiently and stuff like that. Okay, to really get the game going. So if you're in that situation, please send a screenshot, DM me on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, with that screenshot, and also sign up to the website and tell me your username, okay, and then off we go. Okay, now you can be anonymous on there, obviously. However, the username or the name that you put in will be your public name. Okay, just so you know. So don't put Doreen in as your thing, because that's what everyone will see you as, Doreen. Okay, that's the good, bad, and the ugly. All right, what could possibly come from that? So just bear that in mind. Anyway, there we go. Fun times. So how can we have a prediction reading, please? A prediction for Starmer's Southport cover-up for the greatest good for all concerned. Thank you. Always be appreciative. So, for the new boys and girls, current events readings are kind of like a week or two, maybe a bit longer, depending on what's said in the reading, covering time-wise, roughly. However, prediction readings can go on for a bit longer, 6 months to a year, depending on what's in the reading. Okay, so that's why I'm doing this one as well as a catch up to find out uprising straight out. That's you and me, baby. That's you and me and people. Working people, as he likes to refer to us. You and me, scum class. Us lot. That's what this rebellion, this kind of uprising, people holding him to account, holding people to account. It's like, no, you can't just decree this. What is going on? Change is coming. Underwater. We get it a lot for Labour. Constantly trying to move away from things. But they're drowning. They're over their own weight of silliness, and they're just kind of trying to kick and they're trying to swim, and it's just not working, and more weight and more rubbish going on. Celebrate success, right? So it's going to come out very clearly, but completely come out. So even though we've got people keeping quiet right now, okay, but the outcome is they're trying to plan the outcome. That's what's going on here. That I've heard they're trying to push back court proceedings. They're trying to push back other things and malarkey connected to this. Something that someone brought up, and I hadn't thought about it until it was kind of like brought to my attention, kind of like in a random video, is that we haven't heard from what I can gather, from one parent who's been affected by this horrificness. You know what I mean? Not people who've been injured, not from the families who've had bereavement, part of it, anything. We just heard nothing, and it's just like, it's just a bit kind of, it's just just even from my own experiences, like I've mentioned previously, it's just like, normally they're hounded. Normally it's a constant thing. And the media just smearing them around and trying to get them to talk in all different ways. But no, it just seems very... strategy plan. They're trying to plan this. That's why they're keeping quiet. They're trying to just like, what can we do? Solution to the problem. But there's so many people. Even though they're like, oh, okay, plotting, planning, scheming, trying to push it down, kick it in the grass, the long grass, in the reeds, or whatever metaphor you want to use, all this kind of shenanigans, and they've got a solution to the problem. But it's like there's too many people that know. Too many people have said it. People have said it in the comments on the previous video. It's up to them if they want to say it. I'm not saying it. It's just you can find it very easily on Twitter/X. That's why I keep suggesting people to go across there and sign up if you haven't. There's a lot of people on YouTube who are expats in different parts of the world who are under different laws and different regulations and stuff like that, and they're saying it. It's one of those shenanigans. But the tornado winds are coming. This rinse, this kind of clearing out the air, this stagnant air, and the cleansing of it and moving on. So this is quite a lovely base level reading. We're going to move on top of this with tarot and all that shenanigans in a sec. Overarching energy. Something to do with, I think this is the currency of information, currency of control. It doesn't feel like money. It feels, I know that Rachel Reeves and all that kind of stuff, there's part of it, but this feels more control and like what they can do with it, Underlying energy, rising water. Can't get away from it. It constantly keeps coming out. Right. Okay. Oh, hello. What's that one? Mainstream news as well. Oh, okay. Yeah, they're all involved. So let's get some tarot going on this one. Let's find out where this is going, what's going on, and stuff like that. If you're new here, please subscribe and ding-a-ling that bell. That'd be lovely. Come and join the Greatest Good Village. Because it takes a village to support everybody. That is why we're starting News Wiki and stuff like that. It takes a village to support everybody. That's the whole premise of it. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. And if you really like the video, please thummy like and all that jazz, and comment down below and all that, shenanigans, all that stuff. You know what I mean? Overarching energy. Having the strength to keep going. Now, for the new boys and girls, this is why we do layers. This is straight on you and me scum class, right? The rebellion. Talking, speaking out. Having the strength to keep saying it. Ace of Swords, news, information, clarity, wisdom, knowledge, all that jazz. This breakthrough. The change is coming. They won't be able to get away from it. Six of Swords. Taking that mini leap of faith, going from like stormy waters into calmer shores. This feels really soon, though. This feels really soon. No wonder he's not in the country again. Just, yeah. Hangman, letting go of the shenanigans. Kind of like we see it from a different point of view now, so we don't need to keep holding on to what we thought we did know, kind of thing, Beyond card, one of the epic arcana. Where your soul, your third eye, higher self, higher being are all in alignment. So you're resonating at a better frequency and all that. You're being unburdened, like how this channel is supposed to be. Unburden from the shenanigans so that you can work on your personal growth, personal development. This is beautiful, beautiful stuff. 7 of matches, challenges. That is on the planned outcome, I believe. As well as this information. Can't put it back in the bottle. Can't put it back in the bottle. And their previous excuse of far right thugs ain't going to work this time. It's like that's the plot and the planning. How do we get around this? What do we do now? They can't have a non-crime. They've got to do it something. Just saying. Knight of Cups. This is the I believe this, yeah, the solution. They're trying to like do another way of doing it. Charm offensive, it feels like, kind of in reverse, heart and sleeve, but kind of manipulative, kind of playing with emotions and things like that. Two of Cups. This is the partnership, the finding the solution with many people. It feels like there's so many people, they can't throw them in prison. So it's like, what other ways can we do it? And this partnership with this solution, kind of like, how do we fix this kind of energy? But there's so many people, all with the mumsy practicality, sharing the knowledge, sharing the wealth, sharing the information, sharing the data. And the last card here, Ten of Cups, happy, happy, joy, joy. End of Starmer, Page of Needles, because with the Page of Swords, this is kind of the with the cock rule here, is the clearly this is. Have you noticed we get away with way too much? Have you noticed that? Yeah. That's why they speak American English and we speak proper English, and we can get away with tight, silly shenanigans, like very silly stuff like that. Where was I? Oh yeah, cock rule. This one here is kind of that heard it on the grapevine kind of energy, kind of like, oh, have you heard about this? Do, and that's how it's spreading and spreading and spreading. Social media has done its bit, and now everybody else is like spreading it around. Even like her indoors didn't know about it, and I went, you never guess what, over dinner, and they're like, do you have to breathe that close? I was like, I'm sorry, I'm trying to be a bit dramatic. You never guess what. Right. And they went, no. And I went, yeah. And they went, no. And I went, that's what it's saying. That's the rumor right now. That's the thing. That's the thing going around right now. And that's why we've got this conflict. Underlying energy, the Five of Matches, Five of Wands. This passionate kind of tug of war, it feels like. It's like there's more of us than you. And they may get low-hanging fruit and stuff like that. But it's one of those situations where you can't put it back in the bottle. Sorry, I found coffee again. I tell you what, my throat's a little bit today. It just feels a bit sore. Just a smidge. I'm not crying, right? I'm a big boy. I'm not crying. I'm just like, it's a bit difficult to talk. So, I didn't notice that because I've been sitting here doing News Wiki. So I was like, I haven't talked to anyone. And then all of a sudden I was like, oh, I best do a few readings. You know, I've got some personal private readings to do with as well that is sitting there to do. And there's a subtle plug, greatestgoodtarot.com/shop. There is a link in the doobly-doo as well if you're interested in that kind of shenanigans. So I'm just like, get out of the way, right? I'm just saying it for a friend. So once I started talking, I was like, I don't know why. Anyway, how's this going? Advice for us, please, for the greatest good. This feels really soon. This feels kind of like too many people are saying about it. Six of Wands, success. Now, I hate to say I told you so, love. I hate to say I'm not doing it. I ain't doing it. I'm not. Queen of Swords. On top of the information, the Ace of Swords here. So the truth, knowledge and wisdom, information. People knowing it to be true. Trying to find out the data and stuff like that. This is the reason why NewsWiki is really kind of it. I'm not plugging it. I'm not. But I'm just trying to give you a hint of what it's all about. Like, eventually, people just go to NewsWiki and search in there. And there'll be the documents and data in there for you. So, I don't know. Wouldn't it be nice if there was a database within NewsWiki that listed every single, and this, I'm just, as an example, I'm pulling this out of my Flappy Bot, right? Wouldn't it be interesting where there'd be like a table maybe with like references and PDFs that you could actually see every single case that Keir Starmer did? As an example, I'm just like, that's we've got that place now. We can build it together. You know what I mean? That's what News Wiki is all about. Just saying. Just put it out there. But there's a Queen of Swords here is cutting stuff out. It's like, we don't want this one. We don't want Starmer. We don't want this. And it's the domino effect. And they know it. As soon as it happens, then it's like everyone else is, you'd probably be left with Cooper, to be honest with you. But then Cooper knows a lot. Do you know what I mean? So they're kind of up a certain creek without a paddle. So who are you going to let? Ed Miliband? No, God, could you imagine? Oh, God. Because it can't be Rachel, you know, with her hair that looks like it's been made by Lego. It can't be hers because that was someone else's line. I just loved it so much. It tickles. It can't be her because she's lied. Well, they all have at this point. But I mean, it can't be her because she's on the way out because she's lied on her CV and she's not an economist no matter how many times she repeats it. So she's even lied in Parliament saying that she's been an economist when she ain't. So that's an interesting thing, but that ain't been pulled up yet. Can't be Angela Ray. Well, it could be. And thought about her for a while. Our old, our own little kind of ginger nuts over there. It could be her. Then, or it could be West Streeting as well. Ed Miliband's too far gone. Lammy. oh, sorry, that tickled. Let's pass on that one. I'm just trying to think who else is there. It'd be kind of like Rayner compared to everything else. Rayner and Streeting are kind of like the last two, which we said they were, like in the prediction readings previously on the channel. So it's like, could be those two. Oh, God. Anyway, High Priestess, following your intuition, that kind of thing. Knight of Swords, there's going to be like 1 foot, 2 foot. The other shoe dropping here with the Knight of Swords. It feels like. It's like, you can't put us in a box. We know the truth. Knee-jerk reactive, shut up, right? Following our intuition. But this Knight of Swords, the other shoe dropping. King of Pentacles, knowing what we value, knowing what we're worth. Beautiful. Fool card, taking that leap of faith. Happy home. Wow. So we've got 1-2 punch up here. It does feel like when one goes, the other one goes, kind of energy, right? The 2 shoe drop thing. Yeah. Taking the leap of faith, new ways of doing things. Chariot, determination, moving on. Determination, even. Words. After I said that thing about American English and normal English, yeah, egg on face. Egg face. This feels as if this is massive. This just feels kind of like party in the streets, kind of happy joy, that kind of thing. Judgment card. Speaking of truth coming out. It's all kind of 1, 2, 1, 2. It's very much everybody clubbing together. Like I keep saying, the pensioners, the farmers, just everybody. The nurse, the junior doctors, if they, fancy joining. All the others, you know what I mean? It's everybody clubbing together. Enough's enough. Overarching energy. That Knight of Cups again. There's going to be this offer. Oh, this weird kind of, it just feels a bit, it's like saying sorry without actually saying the S word. Do you know what I mean? It's that kind of, well, say sorry then. Oh, so I apologize for, no, well, go on in. That's not an apology, really. You've got to go the next step. It's just like, it's that kind of energy. Overarch King of Swords. Truth. King of Swords. That feels like Charlie Boy, actually. Listens to his court, listens to his advisors, and takes informed, educated decisions. It feels as if the apology comes in from Starmer and stuff like that, and it's like, it's not good enough. You ain't going to get out of this. The image I'm getting in my head is from The Crown when Maggie Thatcher is pleading. Played really well by Gillian Anderson. If you haven't seen it, go and watch it. It's really good on Netflix. It's really good. Where Queenie, Queen Liz, you know her. Well, you don't know her anymore. No one does. But I mean, she. Too soon. It's still too soon. She was saying, you haven't got your government behind you. You haven't got your cabinet behind you. You've got to go. You've got to resign. That's it, kind of thing. It feels like Charlie Boyce kind of standing up, going, "Nah, you've got to resign. Enough's enough." Interesting. So let's do some cartoon clarity, and then we'll get out of here. So, truth, knowledge, wisdom for the spread, please. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Sweetheart. We're looking after each other. Sweetheart, care, those sorts of cards. We keep getting them. The community clubbing together again over this conflict. It's like, out. Notice that it's on the Four of Swords. Not the Four of Swords. I'm so sorry. The Four of Wands. Yeah, the Happy Home 1111 card. Make a wish. So we've got victory, success. We've got the happy home. People are feeling a bit more comfortable again, a bit calmer. But there's still quite literally word fisticuffs going on about how do we resolve the situation now. Because there's still hundreds of people in prison that shouldn't be there, in my humble opinion, right? The proper ones that arson is arson, right? I've said it many times. I'll say it again. If you didn't know it was arson, but it's just like the ones on Facebook and Twitter, or like streaming on TikTok, not even participating in it, just watching it, documenting it, being a citizen, a journalist. Yeah. Strategy, though. This constant strategy. How do we fix this? This feels very similar to the Lord Ali, Sue Gray, who seems to get in a peerage thing. Lord Ali is, has walked away from Starmer, allegedly, what I can gather now. It's all this behind the parliamentary Labour, it feels like. Because there's multiple versions of Labour, isn't it? Like there's multiple versions of the Conservatives and so on, right? It's silly. Excuse me. Homeless, failure. Out in the cold because the truth is coming out. Starmer's not long. Care. We're all looking after each other, looking after ourselves. It's their problem, not ours. Overarching energy. Oh, beautiful. Origin of something new. The new starts of like the community coming back together again and just not sitting in front of the goggle box all the time. Like, this feels kind of like almost like the end of COVID, where we all kind of went down the pub and started talking to and smiling towards each other and stuff like that, because we hadn't seen each other for months, not even that we know them, just hi, how you doing? That kind of community spirit again. It starts as something new. Lovely. Oh, we're going to leave it there for now. So, if this resonated with you, if you think, or there's particular areas that you think, oh, maybe I read it wrong or something or other, please put them in the comments down below. That'd be amazing. And also, thummy, like the video. It always helps out the channel so much. Like I said, just as a reminder, you can go right now and sign up to NewsWiki. It is newswiki.co.uk, and sign up for an account right now. If, like I said, if you have been on and worked on and still are working on any other wiki, then like Wikipedia, that's mainly the one. There's others out there, and you just give us a screenshot of like your account and stuff like that, just when you're logged in, kind of thing. so that I can just double check and verify that, yes, you can be trusted, kind of thing, to help me manage everybody else to get this growing. Please contact me, DM me via Twitter with the screenshot and your username that you've signed up on NewsWiki so that I can set it up, right? Anyway, enough of my flapping. There'll be a deep dive on another video probably tomorrow about NewsWiki, just getting the ball rolling now, okay? But until next time, where we do this crazy shenanigans all over again. I don't know what accent that was either. Take care. Look after yourself. Be well. And thank you for your company. I'll speak to you soon. See you later. Ta-ra.